Hello. Story time. Would you like to take a break for a couple minutes and breathe with me and receive? I'm going to read something that I randomly just picked from Creating After Abuse, now out in English and Spanish. If by chance you have the Spanish copy, I'm reading from page 116, 117, and the English copy, page 108 and 109. Let us begin. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. This is stretching. Stretch yourself to receive more. You know, receiving is such a wonderful word. It's a wonderful action. It's a wonderful state of being. And, if you've had any kind of situations in your life where you felt abuse, you've been abusive, or you've been on the receiving end of any kind of abuse, financial, energetic, psychological, and any of your softer, more vulnerable places getting touched in a way that doesn't feel so good, you might shut it down, you might close it down, you might barricade yourself a little bit. I know I did that, and I did a lot. And by removing those barriers, facing my cage and my invisible porcupine syndrome, so to speak, I really allowed myself to experience the joys of the air on my skin right now outside, the water flowing in the back that I could hear and down at the river, even the plane up above. Yay for people that get to travel. I travel, but I haven't been on a plane in about a month or two. Um, I'm very aware of the wind right now, touching and caressing my skin. That's receiving. And so, wherever you are, whether you're inside or outside right now, I was going to say turn off your social media, but then you turned me off, but you could. Um, Maybe put your computer down, your fingers on the keyboard, or just close your eyes, or do what you're doing and close your eyes. A lot of us can type without seeing, and breathe, and just make a conscientious choice, a concerted effort that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you're going to receive more of what's available in the moment. And listen to these words and see how that expands your reality. Stretch yourself to receive more. The second lesson in receiving is to open yourself up beyond your perceived limits of receiving. Imagine yourself stretching to receive love and caring in every muscle, every ligament, every cell, every tendon, every organ, and every system of your body. Or in this case, if I'm outside, just what made me smile is feeling the wind and the gentle caress, like a kiss of the wind on my skin, but through every muscle, ligament, cell, tendon, organ, and system of my body. Even if you hear an old familiar voice saying you don't deserve it, or it isn't for you, or get back to work, or go watch to see what these guys are doing in the construction of your home, or write that email, or whatever. It's a practice to keep receiving more, just for this moment, just for today, just for right now. And breathe and receive and breathe and receive. It's totally different than an old energetic pattern such as neediness and taking from others and doing. For me, it's often about trusting that receiving is not going to turn on me like it had so many times in the past. When there is trauma in our history, we may have a little bit of extra work to do to receive the love that is there for us, but worth it. Receiving is a gift you and your body deserve. Breathe. There's that wind again. There's that moment. Breathe. Take a sip of your water. Have that grape. Feel your feet on the floor, your back against the chair, or if you're walking and listening, Notice the leaves, the trees. Notice behind, if you're looking at me, the tree here, a beautiful tree, the leaves, the green, the sun. If you're not currently in relationship, you can practice receiving with other things like money, food, exercise, or your own body. And even if you are in relationship, there are so many ways that we can stretch ourselves into receiving. Going for a walk, taking a day off in order to care for yourself, getting a massage, buying something you have the money for but have been denying yourself, fixing a healthy meal for yourself, treating yourself to some ice cream, starting a hobby you've been interested in. I promised myself I was going to learn Spanish, and I kept saying, there'll be time, there'll be time. Well, finally, I just made the time, and it's been really fun. I may even read to you in Spanish a little. All these things are ways of receiving. And as with all the practices in this book, it's not a one time effort. How can you receive more every day? That's one of the things I ask myself every day when I start my day off. How can I receive more today? Maybe I don't say it as formal as that. What are the possibilities? What action can I take today? What do I choose? What do I commit to? What would I like to collaborate with today? What would I like to create today? Those are all efforts in receiving. Where can I allow myself to receive more revenue, more abundance, more possibilities? Constantly every day in the midst of living in a construction zone, I have this little game with myself like, ooh, I wonder what vendor and what project is going to be like the number one win today. Who's going to, so there's a way that I can just always focus on, man, it's awesome what you're doing. And thank you so much for doing that. And oh my God, I'm just going to be so grateful when that's done. Thank you for making it so beautiful. Maybe receiving more gratitudes by giving more gratitude. How can you open yourself up in this moment right now to fully receive gifts that are available to you? I didn't know I was coming out here to read this today. Uh, Tomas, who works with me, collaborates with me, you know, said, maybe we'll go to a different place today. And I was like, well, everywhere I go, there's someone. And as soon as I came out here, there was someone over there. You'd see him in the corner. Nope, not there. And so I was a little hesitant to come out here. And I just said, you know what? I want to get out here. And it's really beautiful out. A little warmer than I thought. But the wind underneath the tree here is actually refreshing my senses. Receiving, taking that leap of faith. And like, what else can we do that's different today? What if just for today you dropped your cage and rid yourself of your invisible porcupine? The porcupine that has the quills that keeps everything away from you. What if you took them down? Even if you thought you were right about something and you know that you were actually wrong and you kind of miss it, what if you just be like to yourself, yeah, I was wrong about that. Messed that one up. Didn't mean to. Won't do it again. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the message in my mess. But if just for today you open for the universe to show you something great. I wrote that down this morning at 5 a.m. So I'm going to create something great today. Well, for me, this is one of my greats today. It's feeling the wind and being outside. Taking a moment in this very, well, I was going to say busy day, but every day is kind of busy. Just taking a moment and being like, hi, world. Hi, trees. Hi, air. What if just for today you open for the universe to show you something great? It's not too late, even if it's the end of your day or the evening, or you wake up and see this in your morning. Show me something great. Create something great. Let me look for all the possibilities, the gratitudes, the joys, not the problems. See, it's very easy to walk around the construction zone and look at what isn't done. It's been my greatest teacher. Many things that we choose in our life, at least for me, that I've chosen in my life, even the more terrible and awful things like abuse, on some level, I may not have chosen all of them, but I believe something about myself that created most of them. and a desire to change this and change that. And I did. But it started with making the ask and the request of the universe. And I have a little visitor who came to see me, my little Bella Rose. Not so little anymore, which is quite cute. In summary, I'm reading from the book, we are opening up to a new way of moving beyond abuse and beginning a new and revolutionary conversation of hope for transformation. In this chapter, we have begun to touch upon that conversation. And in the chapters that will follow, you will learn further practical tools to enable you to move beyond a mere conversation to something you can further actualize in your life. So go for a walk, take a day off, get a massage, shut off the computer, create something, do a hobby, get your hair done, get your nails done, hire a personal trainer, or get on YouTube for free and do some training. Fix a healthy meal for yourself. One of the things I got a little out of control with for me was Skittles and Coca-Cola. And I just stopped. And man, it made a really big difference in my world and in my energy and in my thinking. And didn't plan on it. I also recently, over the last 2 months, some of you may know I'm a very lovely coffee drinker. And I just started to do half and then less than half of what I usually done. These are all ways that I've received listening to me more. And it's the way that I love myself and care for myself and put myself first and choose me. And that's how I stretch myself every day to receive more. It's a practice. It's an art. I never thought that I would even matter enough to myself to choose more things on a regular basis and then create my entire day every day based on what I choose. Like, holy cow. Woo, the wind almost blew you. Well, that was fun. I'm back. All right, my friends. So, creating after abuse. Just for today, just for now. Breathe, receive, and ask and request of the universe. What can I receive that I've been putting off receiving? Who have I invisible porcupined and pushed away? What action can I take to change this? What have I made receiving mean to me that actually has blocked me from actually giving myself the receiving? And what am I procrastinating on that I need to get off my butt and do? Receive that. Feel free to take a look at Creating After Abuse in English and Spanish and 9 other languages to come soon on Amazon.com. All right. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.